Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to discuss the new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection. So if that is something you're interested in watching, you're in the right place. We're about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
Alright, so Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, it all started with a lipstick shade. There was a very light pink, iconic lipstick shade out there that Charlotte Tilbury came out with, and it was called Pillow Talk. And a lot of celebrities really loved this shade from Charlotte because it was described as like the perfect nude. It was like the perfect pink that was supposed to match everybody's actual lip color. And my sister fell in love with it. I know a lot of people that really fell in love with that particular lipstick shade. It was not a shade that I fell in love with. It was way too light for my skin tone, and if I had that problem, I can imagine that a lot of people out there had that problem with that particular lipstick. But it was an obsession for a really long time of a lot of people. Well, recently, Charlotte decided to revamp the entire Pillow Talk collection, which I thought was really, really cool, especially around Valentine's Day, because again, we're dealing with really pretty pinks and very kind of romantic colors, stories, and themes, and I think that it all just blends perfectly with Valentine's Day. And I do want to start with a couple of pieces of this collection. We got some eyeliners, lip liners, a couple of different lipsticks, and a palette to talk about. There are some cheek products and mini palettes that are also part of this launch. I didn't get those, but I got the items that I was interested in, so I thought I would share those with you. I do want to start with the palette first. There are not a lot of Charlotte Tilbury palettes that I actually like. I don't like the quads because I simply am just not into quads. And a lot of her palettes tend to have a ton of shimmer in them, and I've just never really been attracted to metallics or shimmers, especially when that seems to be the majority of a palette, because I do have a lot of texture on my eyelids. I have really crepey eyelids. And I actually started playing and experimenting with the Charlotte Tilbury metallic and pearlized shadows recently, and they are one of those very specific, pretty type of metallics that is very rare to find out there, that actually does really, really well on textured or crepey lids. There are a couple of formulas out there that do well on crepey or textured eyelids when you're dealing with metallics or sparkly shadows. Believe it or not, Jeffree Star's formula is really, really nice for crepey or textured eyelids. Scott Barnes, his shimmer shades, his metallics are perfect for textured lids. So there are formulas out there from a shimmer or metallic perspective that actually do really, really good when it comes to having like crepey lids. But there are those formulas out there that just accentuate all of the crepiness that we tend to have, which is why you'll notice a lot of kind of over 40s just avoiding shimmer altogether. But Charlotte does have one of those formulas that is really, really pretty. Now, does that mean I'm going to like an all shimmer palette from her? No. I still am really going to be pulled and attracted to mattes. However, this particular palette, the shimmer shades that are in here, there's not like, you know, it's not the overwhelming majority of the palette, number one. Number two, they are just very more like pearlized shades with a couple of really pretty sparkly shades, and I am a sucker for that kind of micro fine glitter. So I really like this palette, you guys, and it's one of the first palettes of hers that I've actually loved. Now, this is actually called the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Charlotte and the way that she actually does her palettes. She divides them up into like quads. So you have like 4 groupings in the palette, and each grouping is like, you know, a day and night, an office, and there's like another one in here. We'll have to look at it here in a second. But you have like all these different quads, so it's supposed to be a look in each quad, which I like because it does make it simple. It's very beginner friendly, and it is great for the person that doesn't like live, eat, breathe, and sleep makeup application like I do. So I love the practical aspect of it as well. So this is the outside component. It's this really pretty Pillow Talk pink, and then of course this is the actual palette itself. It's absolutely stunning. You have this really pretty kind of rose gold reflective plastic look, and then of course you have the back here. It does get very fingerprinty, as you can see. Oh well, that's part of it. And then when you open it up, you do have a pretty mirror here, but here is the color stories, and if you'll notice, they all are numbered. So you have like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is the overlay. Now the overlay actually has the numbers on them, so like the 1, 2, and the 3s, and it also has the shade names on them as well. And they're actually not like shade names, it just tells you what each shade is. And I'll show you guys that up close here in just a second, because you're not going to be able to see it on the camera because the palette itself is so reflective, it's going to glare. But I will show it to you up close so you can see what I'm talking about. But without the little cover on it, I will just show you really quickly so you can kind of get a feeling for what I'm talking about. So each group of 3 here is supposed to be its own individual look. So you have 4 looks in this one palette, and as you can see, you have a whole lot of mattes, and then you have like a couple of these really pretty shimmer shades here. But her matte formula too, you guys, is just butter. It's so beautiful. I do want to show you guys swatches of this palette, but before we get into swatches, I do kind of want to go over with you how the palette itself is laid out. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to show you the close-up of it here. So as you can see, when you actually look at the palette, again, you have 4 looks. You have day, desk, which is like office, you have date night, and then you have dreamy, which is, you know, more of like a playful type of a look. Each of these looks has a prime color, which is going to be like your all over lid color. You have an enhancement color, which is going to be like your crease color. And then you have a smoke color, which would be like that outer V, darken it up a little bit type of color. So I love that the palette itself is split out like that. Now, do you have to use each shade like that? Absolutely not. You can play and do whatever you want to your heart's content, obviously. But it's nice to have a guide like that. And these are looks that Charlotte does on her clients. And I love that she basically has made it available for everyone to do. And you kind of look at a lot of these color combinations and you think, that's not going to really work on me. That's not something I would actually like normally reach for on the regular. But you would be surprised if you just kind of surrender yourself to the palette and just do what it says. The look that you get is actually really, really pretty. As I looked at this palette, there were a couple of shades in here that I thought, I don't know that I would necessarily use that on my eye in that order, but I just went ahead and did it, and the looks actually came out really gorgeous. I love this palette, you guys. It is really, really something special. The palette itself, again, is based on the Pillow Talk theme. Again, it's got these 12 beautiful shades in here. You have this beautiful mix of these very soft, intense mattes. You have these beautiful metallic pearl finishes. She does have diamond powder that is infused inside of these pigments, so you get this jewel-like light and clarity to your eyes that is just like this luminous kind of natural looking glow that a lot of these shades will create or enhance around your eyes because of the reflection off of that diamond powder. Now, the matte shadows, again, have these coated pigments, a lot of silicone coated pigments in here. That's where you really get that silky, luxurious touch. Some emollient oils were infused in here just so that you have really nice blendability and spreadability. And the metallic pearl shades that are in here also beautifully coated pigments. You get this very soft kind of cushiony feel. There's also emollient esters inside of the metallic pearl shades, so you get a very comfortable wear from them. They aren't like a scratchy kind of metallic wear. They are very, very comfortable, and they are very, very long lasting. Now, this is a limited edition eyeshadow palette, and of course you have the availability to be able to do looks for any occasion here, so you can dial it up or dial it down. It's supposed to be one of those go-to, you can bring this with you on vacation, have your day look, your date look, your night look, and your kind of dreamy, playful look all in one palette. So I like it. I love the color story. Again, I think it's perfect for Valentine's Day, and it really just kind of blends in with that Pillow Talk theme. I think this is probably my favorite eyeshadow palette that I've seen from Charlotte Tilbury. Keep in mind, Charlotte Tilbury is a luxury brand, so you are talking about 12 eyeshadows in here, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this palette retails for $75. So again, luxury brand that has really insane pricing. So that is definitely going to be something that is up to you guys as to whether or not you feel like it's worth the spend. I think a lot of that is just because it's Charlotte Tilbury. It is also limited edition as well, so keep that in mind. I don't know that it's going to be part of the permanent collection, so if it's something that you want, I definitely recommend that you grab it. Now, this line also came with some lip products, and this was what I was really super excited about, because I was upset that I kind of got left out of that whole Pillow Talk phenomenon, because that lipstick was just way too light for me, and it wasn't anything that I was going to be able to wear. Well, when she released this new Pillow Talk line, she also expanded the Pillow Talk lipstick, which I am so excited about. So the original Pillow Talk lipstick was meant for a very, in my opinion, I feel like it was meant for a more fairer complexion. Now, of course, anybody could wear Pillow Talk, but in my opinion, it looked better on women that were a little bit more fair. And I have that kind of Mediterranean, darker, more olivey type of a skin tone, and it just didn't look good on me. She came out with these shades now, and it's actually, she has the Pillow Talk Original, then she has Pillow Talk in Medium, and then she has Pillow Talk Intense. So she has these different shades of Pillow Talk now that are really, really conducive to all different types of skin tones. And I'm so excited about it, because I honestly really, really like the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick formula. In particular, her matte formula. It is one of the most long-lasting and comfortable matte lipsticks that I've ever tried. And not only that, but her matte lipstick is, I feel like it's actually designed for more mature lips. As we get older, we get a lot of lines and wrinkles in our lips, and typically a matte lipstick will emphasize texture in our lips. So as we age, we tend to steer a little bit more towards glosses, more towards satin liquid lipsticks or satin bullet lipsticks, and we tend to steer clear of those really drying matte lipsticks. This is one of those matte formulas that actually wears amazingly well on the lips, is incredibly comfortable, and doesn't emphasize texture. Can I get a hallelujah? So I was really excited to know that Pillow Talk was coming out in a color that I could enjoy, and that is the Pillow Talk in medium. So this is her, and this is in the matte formula, and that's what I actually have on my lips tonight, is the Pillow Talk in medium, and this is definitely more my speed. This is quickly becoming my everyday lipstick. I have reached for this more than I've reached for anything else since I got it. Now, she also has another lipstick formula, and it's the Kissing formula. It's more of a satin finish, more of a traditional lipstick finish, and in that line she also included Pillow Talk in the different shades, in the original, the medium, and the intense. So in the Kissing formula, I actually got the Pillow Talk Intense, and I love this shade as well. It's a little bit darker, but not by much, than the medium. Not too much darker, but it is a little bit darker, and I like this for nighttime or anytime I want to glam it up a little bit. But the Kissing formula is really, really comfortable. It's more of a satin finish, and it's not as matte, but I really like this matte formula. If you're looking for a matte lipstick that's truly matte but really comfortable and isn't going to emphasize any texture, definitely check out the Charlotte Tilbury bullet lipsticks in the matte and the Kissing formula. Both of these are great formulas, and the medium Pillow Talk and the intense Pillow Talk are amazing colors. Now, not only did she come out with a medium and intense version of Pillow Talk in her lipstick, but she also came out with the medium and intense version of Pillow Talk in the lip liner, which again I was super, super excited about, because Pillow Talk as a liner has always been around. It's actually my sister's favorite shade of a lip liner, and every time I saw her, she always had her Pillow Talk lip liner, and once again, I was always frustrated that I couldn't use the Pillow Talk lip liner because it was so light on me. This is a beautiful color. This is in her Lip Cheat lip liner. These lip liners are beautiful. They say you can reshape and resize your lips with Lip Cheat. These are really, really creamy, and they are really good if you want to like overdraw your lips a little bit. It's a very, very long lasting. It is a beautiful, beautiful lip liner formula, and again, this is in the shade Pillow Talk medium, and it is beautiful. It is just a beautiful, it matches the medium obviously perfect, and it's a beautiful color, and I'm so excited about it. Now, not only did she come out with Pillow Talk as far as a palette is concerned, she also came out with a new Cheek to Chic Pillow Talk blush, which I didn't pick up because I have a lot of her blush products already, so I didn't really need that. But she also came out with an eyeliner in Pillow Talk, and it goes so beautifully with the palette itself. And this is the Pillow Talk eyeliner. This is such a beautiful eyeliner. Now, I love her eyeliner anyway. This is actually my brown eyeliner of hers, and as you can see, it has been sharpened down to almost nothing. This is my absolute favorite brown eyeliner because this doesn't smudge at all, and you can put it up here and darken like your lash line with it, and it stays put. It lasts all day long, and even when you wash your face at night, I always typically will have to use like an eye makeup remover to get it to come off. That's how long lasting, pigmented, incredibly soft, very easy to glide on your lids. And to find an eyeliner that glides really easily on my lids without skipping, because I have such crepey, wrinkly eyelids, I'm really picky about my eyeliners, and I love her eyeliner formula. It has such a beautiful gel kind of glide on formula, and there you have like the ability to be able to blend that eyeliner too. So if you were to get like a pencil brush and just go in and like blend out that eyeliner, it blends beautifully, which is also something I like enjoying doing with this particular eyeliner. This is her Pillow Talk eyeliner, and you guys, it is this beautiful plummy purple eyeliner that is just the most gorgeous purple color. And it's not really like, you know, like a purple, it's more like this really dark burgundy type of a shade, but it complements the shades in this eyeshadow palette so beautifully. It looks stunning on the eyes. I absolutely love this color. And if you have, like, I have hazel eyes, or if you have hazel or green eyes, any kind of purpley color looks really good on your eyes. So this palette I absolutely love. And this eyeliner is really good for me in particular. It just really makes your eyes pop. It's blendable. It's a very long lasting. It complements the palette perfectly well. I was really excited with all of my purchases from the Pillow Talk line. I'm really super excited that she came out with different shades of the Pillow Talk. I think that was an amazing, genius marketing strategy to do, because there were a lot of us left out of that Pillow Talk launch. It was just way too pink for me. I just couldn't wear it. But this, perfection. I absolutely love it. And if you want something that's just a little bit darker than this, definitely pick up the Pillow Talk Intense. I promise you, you will love it. And if you were on the fence about this one, I would definitely say this is probably my favorite palette to date that Charlotte has put out. I love the color story. It's flawless. All right, you guys, let me know what you guys think about the brand new Pillow Talk collection from Charlotte Tilbury. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about the brand new shades and the new products. Make sure you leave a thumbs up if you like this video. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button before you head off for the day. Make sure you visit me over on Instagram at EricaApprove if you haven't already. And as always, I hope you guys are all very, very happy and very, very healthy. And I will see you guys in the next video.